What do you think of that fight? Who do you think wins it?
Oh, that's a good fight. But for me, it depends. Both has a chance.
What does Fury need to do if he's going to be successful the next time out?
He needs to be in shape, first of all. If in shape, then I think it's easier for him.
It's going to be a great fight. You know, Usyk is a friend of mine. Tyson is a friend of mine.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao has weighed in on the Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury rematch and offered Fury some brutal advice ahead of his clash on December 21st. Meanwhile, British promoter Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury's promoter Frank Warren shared that both fighters would make adjustments in the rematch and it will be unlike any fight anyone has ever seen before. Frank shared that the first fight is history now, but the second fight will be a true spectacle to witness.
I think both guys will do different things in this second fight.
The first fight was history. The second one's going to be even better.
During an interview with Radio Raheem, Manny Pacquiao claimed that the Fury versus Usyk rematch is a great fight, noting that both fighters have a chance. He believes that the outcome of the fight can change drastically, given who puts more effort into improving their skills.
Oh, that's a good fight. But for me, it depends. Both has a chance, but it depends of how they do extra mile in extra effort in on the training.
On the other hand, Tyson Fury made fun of the Ukrainian champion by stating that his shaved head suits his looks. Alexander remained calm and unbothered by Fury's unacceptable comments and gave a very cheeky smile.
Tell us about this hairstyle. Are you doing the Tyson Fury starter kit? What's going on?
Yeah, bald.
He looks like an assassin, doesn't he?
It suits him. The shaved head suits him. Look.
Alexander Usyk shared the real reason why he shaved his head and became a hitman. Alexander stated that the brain contains memories, and he doesn't want to lose his focus by remembering the previous encounter. He said that Fury will see something different this time around.
It's present. My focus, it's 21st December.
Former boxer Roy Jones Jr. expects Fury to make some strong adjustments in the rematch and become better this time around, just like he did when he fought Deontay Wilder. Roy thinks that Fury is the type of boxer who can turn things around and completely change the game. But at the same time, he is worried that Usyk has left the game at such momentum that it will be hard for Tyson to come back.
I'm expecting Fury to go and make some changes, make some adjustments, and do some different things because Fury is smart and a good boxer and knows how to come back and redo things. So I think he'll come back with a different game plan, and I expect to see him do a little bit better this time. But at the same time, I feel like Usyk left the fight with the momentum, and I think it's going to be very hard for Fury now to get that momentum back.
Professional boxer Terence Crawford weighed in on the Fury versus Usyk rematch and shared that both fighters are his friends. Terence commented that he is looking forward to the fight and expects the best man to win on December 21st.
It's going to be a great fight. You know, Usyk is a friend of mine. Tyson is a friend of mine. It's going to make for a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be watching, and may the best man win again.
Carl Greaves made some daring comments on the upcoming rematch and shared that no one can bet against Alexander Usyk. Carl shared that there will definitely be something different this time around with Tyson Fury, but he can't count out Usyk, especially when he defeated Fury the last time.
You can't bet against Usyk. I know they're saying that Fury's taking this a lot more serious. He's going to be a completely different fighter, but it's hard to bet against Usyk, especially the number he did on him the first time. I mean, he had him out of there. He should have stopped him, really. So you can't bet against Usyk. I mean, listen, I'd like Tyson Fury to win. He's British and we want him to do well, but I'm not going to put my money against Usyk.
Professional boxer Hamza Shiraz gave his opinion on the Fury versus Usyk rematch and confidently pointed out that all the minor and major adjustments done before a rematch make a huge difference on fight night. Hamza was convinced that if Fury has the right mindset going into the fight, then he should definitely win the rematch.
Any thoughts on Fury's recent comments?
Not really. Listen, he knows what he's doing. He's been at the level of the sport which I haven't been at, so I don't know what it's like to be at that level, and inshallah one day I will. But I suppose every little move and every little interview you have is all a mental battle. All the little 1% or 0.1%, they all make a difference. So maybe it's part of the bigger strategy. But in the rematch, I think Fury should come out with a win.
In a recent face-off, Tyson Fury expressed confidence in his abilities to defeat Usyk, which was evident from his performance in the previous bout. Fury shared that Usyk lost his chance of knocking him out in the first fight and made a really fatal error. Fury made it clear that the rematch would be a different story, vowing to dominate and deliver a decisive performance in their second showdown.
10 clean shots on the chin. No canvas touch.
Yeah.
You're in the rematch.
Okay.
British professional boxer Anthony Yarde suggested a rinse and repeat situation when he said that if he had to choose, he would select Usyk once more. He clarified that although Fury possesses the skills necessary to defeat Usyk, he didn't believe Fury gave his best effort during the first battle. Yarde noted that there were times during that battle when Fury appeared to be overconfident and started messing around. However, based on Yarde's observations, Usyk adjusted effectively and remained in Fury's face throughout the battle.
If I had to choose somebody, I would say Usyk again. Usyk again.
For rinse and repeat, because you don't think Tyson Fury can get the best version of himself in the ring?
I think Tyson Fury's got the attributes to beat Usyk. And I thought like if he is more serious, because there was times in that first fight where he did seem like he was playing around. He did seem like he was overly confident. But Usyk, from what I've seen, he adapts, and he was just in Fury's face for the whole fight.
Tyson Fury has stated that he doesn't feel the need to make any big adjustments to his strategy after controlling the middle rounds in his first bout with Usyk. The first time around, Fury's fight was overshadowed by his repeated showboating. Fury commented on his fight by saying, "It's actually been about 4.5 years since the Deontay Wilder 2 fight, when I was the underdog in a fight. I'm looking forward to a fantastic fight. Alexander won the first fight, and it was very close. Last time I'll be a bit more focused. A lack of complacency, and I should do the job. Nothing drastic has to change, just a bit more of the same, but more focused, and I will be victorious. Last time it wasn't my time to win, or God would have given me victory. I'm very happy Usyk got the decision that was meant to be." And we're going to find out what is meant to be on December 21st. Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk shared that he won by the grace of God, but if Tyson Fury believes that he won, then it will be determined in the rematch.
I'm sure you've been back and watched the fight a few times since that first fight in May. When you watch it again, how does it feel? Do you feel like you clearly won? I know he believes that he won that fight.
My hands was here. I win. Thank you, God. But if Tyson think what Tyson win, no problem. For me, no problem. Listen, we have one more fight. 21st December.
Professional boxer Johnny Fisher will be fighting on the undercard of Fury versus Usyk 2, so he expressed excitement for the rematch. Johnny praised the first fight as a brilliant contest and supported Tyson Fury in the rematch. Fisher highlighted Tyson's strong history in rematches and his plan to use added weight to his advantage. Fisher acknowledged Usyk's skill and boxing talent and said that if Fury manages to beat Alexander, then he will be the best heavyweight in this current era.
Great fight. We know the first fight was brilliant. I'm backing Tyson Fury. I think his track record of rematches, I think I've seen a few pictures of him coming in a bit chunkier, a bit heavier, playing to his natural strengths, and he had Usyk going. But we know how good Usyk is. If you beat Usyk, I think he's conquered the world, hasn't he? Because he's beat everyone he needs to beat.
Furthermore, Tyson Fury's promoter Frank Warren commented that Fury is being heavily underestimated in the rematch and Usyk is being chosen as the favorite. Warren shared that Alexander may be one of the best boxers in history, and that is a good thing because when Fury beats him, then Tyson will be the best heavyweight of his generation.
All the doubters, a lot of the journalists were saying that Usyk is now up there with all the legends of the sport. The Muhammad Alis, the Fraziers, the Foремans, the Joe Louis as being one of the greatest and certainly the greatest of his generation. And I'm pleased they've said that, because when Tyson beats him, no one can debate the fact that he's beat the best of his generation, which will make him the best of his generation.
Veteran heavyweight champion Derek Chisora, who also happens to be Tyson Fury's sparring partner, weighed in on the rematch between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. It seems he's siding with one over the other. According to Tyson's former boxing rival, Chisora, Fury might not be able to turn the tables in the upcoming match. Derek commented, "Do I believe Tyson can beat Alexander? I look at the way he's going in sparring camp. I don't personally believe that. With the sparring partners he's got right now, that they're pushing him to be a menace, they're in awe of Tyson." Moreover, Manny Pacquiao further emphasized that Tyson Fury needs to get back in shape to face the Ukrainian champion. Manny commented that Fury was heavily distracted and he wasn't taking the fight seriously last time around, which eventually cost him the fight. Pacquiao further stated that Tyson was clowning around more than he was fighting, so he should be laser-focused this time.
He needs to be in shape, first of all. If in shape, then I think it's easier for him, and then and it's I saw that fight, his last fight, or that fight. He's not really 100% focused to the fight. Like he has a lot of distraction. Yeah, before the fight.
Previously, Manny Pacquiao was even present at one of Fury's fights with Francis Ngannou and even celebrated his win.
Still undefeated.
Yes!
World champion. Tyson.
Mark Tibbs commented that Usyk is a tremendous fighter with incredible ring IQ and footwork. On the other hand, Tibbs stated that Tyson Fury almost won the previous fight but got caught with a few good shots, so it's on Tyson to redeem himself and secure the victory.
Usyk is such a sophisticated, accomplished boxer, like Fury, but he's smaller. And Fury almost was there last time out. And Fury, said it before, I say it again, would have known what he did wrong instantaneously. And he's just got to put them right to get the victory.
Lennox Lewis stated that there could only be one champion in the heavyweight game, and it turned out to be Oleksandr Usyk. Lewis shared that Fury can redeem himself if he plays his cards right, and he is in hard times right now. Lewis had hoped that Fury could do something different in the rematch.
It can only be one champion. It's one winner, and we found out it was Oleksandr Usyk. But for Tyson, you know, he can look back at the fight. He's an up and down fighter where, you know, sometimes he's down, sometimes he's up. Right now he's down, but he's pretty focused on getting back up.
Moreover, Dave Coldwell gave his honest opinion on the rematch and shared that neither us nor Tyson Fury have a lot of strength and stamina left, given their advanced age. Coldwell commented that if Usyk applies the same technique he used in the last fight, then his chances of winning could skyrocket.
I don't know what Usyk's got left. I don't think Tyson's got a lot left. Certainly not in relation to what it was. So I think if Usyk's got a good percentage of what Usyk is, I think he does it again.
Tyson Fury is losing his sleep over his loss to Usyk because he made some fatal errors in the previous fight, which eventually cost him the bout. Fury shared that he sees Usyk everywhere, even in his dreams. The hardest boxing trailer ever created even depicts Usyk seeing Tyson Fury everywhere he goes. This is in line with the fact that Usyk never escaped unhurt from Tyson Fury's punches in the first fight.
How was your flight, Rabbit?
Is everything okay, sir?
Dave Coldwell praised Oleksandr Usyk for being in the heavyweight game for this long since it takes a huge toll on the body. Dave shared that the last years are definitely the most tough as the body starts breaking down.
It depends on who's got what left. I genuinely think that if Usyk's got anything left about him, because he's 36, 37, he's been in with big men now for the last few years where it takes a lot out of your body. I know with Tony's last 4 fights, he was having injuries going into the fights with injuries. It's just as you get to a certain age and you're just getting your body starts breaking down.
Moreover, Tyson Fury recently shared that he made some crucial mistakes in the previous fight, which was the reason for his shameful loss. Fury said that he started clowning around and lost his focus, and Usyk's punches threw him off balance. Moreover, Tyson commented that the same thing will never happen again.
So can I be any better? Can I do any better? I can be more focused, less clowning, and I think that's enough.
Derek Chisora further shared that Tyson Fury's sparring partners aren't pushing him hard enough to make him win in the rematch. Derek has been a close friend and one of Tyson's sparring buddies, so he gave his honest thoughts on what needs to be changed in order for Tyson to win.
I look at everybody who's got in his sparring camp. I personally don't believe that you can actually, the sparring partners he's got right now, they're pushing him to be menace. You know, they are in awe of Tyson. You know, they will pull their punches when they're sparring. You know, this is what I'm seeing from the things I see on Instagram.
Adeola Depot admitted that he supports Usyk despite Fury winning the earlier rounds. Usyk is aware that he is capable of injuring a guy of Tyson's size, and Fury's confidence may be affected by his fear of confronting the only man who has ever defeated him. Thus, both fighters will also be wary of their rivals, and this makes the fight all the more fun to watch.
I go the other way, though. I go Usyk to get it done again. I do. I go Usyk to get it done again in a razor-thin fight. Usyk now knows he can hurt Fury. I don't think he went into the first fight thinking he could sort of slay the Goliath, the giant, and now he knows that he can hurt him, and now Fury knows, more importantly, that Usyk can hurt him as well.
Boxing analyst Gareth A. Davies believes that Fury's aggressive regime is what worked for him in the initial rounds of the first fight, and he has to do the same to keep up the momentum. Davies is convinced that Fury will redeem himself as the slightly heavier and even more aggressive version of himself.
Like you say, everything points to another razor-tight fight. How much Fury's got left is going to be one of the factors. He pointed to the fact he had success for 7 rounds and needs to carry it on. I think he's going to be a slightly heavier and more aggressive this time.
Gareth A. Davies stated that this time around, the belts don't matter because both fighters have the undying thirst to become #1 in the heavyweight game. Davies commented that if Usyk wins the fight, then Fury is absolutely crushed, and everyone will know who the real champion is. But if Tyson wins, then they would have another fight.
The belts don't matter anymore for me. This is now the championship of each other. If Fury wins, we get one more at some point to decide the number one of the era. If Usyk wins this, he's flatlines for me as the number one of the era.
Professional boxer Liam Perro is confident that Usyk will win the rematch, and he ranked him among the top pound-for-pound champions in the sport. However, he acknowledged that the fight's outcome depends on Tyson Fury's performance, as he can never be counted out. Perro is excited for the bout, but expects Usyk to emerge victorious once again.
I honestly think Usyk's going to do it again. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. He's got to be right up there in the pound-for-pound listings, but depends what, then again, depends what Fury shows up. Can never count him out, so I'm excited. I'll be tuning in, and yeah, I think Usyk will get their hand raised again.
In his analysis of the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch, Johnny Nelson cautioned that if Fury doesn't change his strategy, the result will probably be similar to their first meeting. He noted that after proving he could injure Fury with his quickness, accuracy, and boxing intelligence, Usyk now has a clear strategy. Usyk has a big advantage because he understands Fury's technique, and his agility is off the chart.
You know, my mind's strictly on Hitchens and Saturday night, giving a dominating performance. And look, I think that's a fight that's going to happen in the near future. Massive domestic showdown. I think one of, if not the biggest in Australian boxing history. So to be a part of that will be good. But like I said, target's locked on Hitchens' head.
You've, been accustomed to being on the road. You're always on the road. Do you feel like you deserve a big homecoming in Australia, and a fight like George Kambosos would warrant that?
Most definitely.
Former boxer Carl Froch commented that Usyk won the fight fair and square, but Tyson really needs to change his game plan if he wants to succeed in the rematch. Froch commented, "It's not a fight we necessarily need to see. We saw all that we needed in the first fight. But rematches are very popular at the minute across the board. I'd predict a Usyk win. Probably on points. I couldn't rule out the late stoppage because if Fury does go for it, as he suggests he will, he could gas out towards the end of the fight." Moreover, Carl shared that it would be great for British boxing if Fury could win, as it might even lead to a third fight, but still had his doubts that Tyson could secure a victory. The two heavyweight legends are set to clash once more on December 21st in what promises to be an electrifying night for boxing fans. Next weekend's event also marks the return of rising heavyweight Moses Atama as he prepares for the toughest fight of his career against Demi McKen, who has only ever been defeated by Filip Achergovic. The co-main event was initially set to feature Oban's highly regarded fighter Israel Madov against Ukrainian Serhiy Bohachuk. However, due to an illness, Madov had to pull out of the bout. Nonetheless, the fight will be exciting and fun to watch, with fans tuning in from all over the world. Do you think Tyson Fury can win the rematch? Who will be the next heavyweight king? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.